cosmetic chaos. I know that I have not been posting as much as I said I would. I opened up an Etsy store and it's gotten not a whole ton of traction, but enough that it has been keeping me away from YouTube. I want to apologize to Hello Kaylee because she tagged me in a Eyeshadow Junkie video, which obviously I am the eyeshadow junkie. That's basically my total jam. I love eyeshadow. I absolutely go crazy for any kind of rainbow splashed all over my face. So I'm sorry, Kaylee. I'm sorry I missed the tag. I'm doing it right now. So today we are going to do the Eyeshadow Junkie Tag. Basically what this is, it is a bunch of questions about eyeshadow, recommendations, things that I like, don't like, whatever. First one up is what my favorite drugstore eyeshadows are. And of course, I'm sure this is in many Eyeshadow Junkie videos. I'm going to have to go with the Wet n Wild trios. So these are the color icons. So I just pulled up a few. So I'm feeling retro, silent treatment, I Dream of Greenie, very witty Wet n Wild, spoiled brat, I Got Good Genes, and Walking on Eggshells. If you are a neutral type of girl, I would definitely recommend Silent Treatment and Walking on Eggshells. These two palettes from the drugstore are by far some of the best, and a lot of these colors can dupe out of Naked One. So if you are looking for Naked One but you don't want to spend that kind of money, these are where it's at. You can get these in Canada at Rexall, in some Rexall stores, and almost every superstore. So the Canadian Superstore, you can get it there. Those are my recommendations for drugstore for Wet n Wild. Anyway, the second one up, which is kind of cheating because Canadians can't get this anymore, is the Sonia Cash Up Matte. So the Wet n Wild is basically shimmers. This is all matte. This is the Ion Neutral 2. I use this all the time. As you can see, it's pretty grubby. It's because I use it a lot. This you used to be able to get at Target. I believe that Target ships to Canada now, so you can still get it in Canada, but you have to pay for the shipping from Target. Next question up is what my favorite eyeshadow primer is. Technically, I'm not a huge fan of eyeshadow primers like the Primer Potion from Urban Decay, the Lorac one that comes with the Pro palettes. Shadow Insurance, I am not a huge fan of them. I think they're a little bit watery for me. I don't know if it's my age or what. So I use the Paint Pots from MAC. This one, if you've been with me for a while, you know that I use Soft Ochre. I've been using it for a very long time. It's always between this one or Painterly. I believe this is about $18 and I've been using it for well over a year. For those of you who say that's disgusting, deal with it. The next one is kind of funny to me. It's what is your first eyeshadow purchase and do you still use it? I'm happy to say that my first eyeshadow purchase I ever had was the Bonnabelle Lid Lights in bright silver. It was basically like silver paint. It was terrible. I don't use it anymore. I don't think that looking like this is the greatest idea moving forward as an adult. So no, I don't use it anymore. And I'm pretty happy about that. For those of you who are around the 12, 13, 14 age range, absolutely. You should get some of those lid lights. They're crazy. I don't even know if they still make them, if we're being totally honest. I have added my own kind of section to this Eyeshadow Junkie because they have a question that is, what is your most underrated palette? I am also going to do, which is my most overrated palette. So I'm going to start with the most underrated. It is a high end, and I don't know if this is actually underrated or just something that I believe is underrated, but it is the Stila, I believe called, I want to say Feel the Love or In Love or I don't know. But I did a review on this a little while ago. It looks like a book, folds open. My only complaint was that it folded kind of funny. There is a mirror in here. It has 4 blush and a multiple selection of shadows. After I did the review on this, I did really like it. I did recommend it. That being said, I kind of put it away, didn't really touch it again. Then one day, I pulled it out and I used it every single day for 2 weeks. For me to do that with something, that's saying something. I never do that. I move through my eyeshadow very quickly. I move through my products very quickly. I try. If I don't like it, I don't use it ever again. This, I literally reached for every day for 2 weeks plus. Not because I'm lazy even, just because I liked it so much. I was making a lot of beautiful looks with it, and I really loved it. The mascara that it comes with also is not in here. It's a little gold tube. I will list down below what the mascara that comes with it is called, and I've been loving that as well. So for what I paid for it and how much I've used it in even just a short time, I believe this is very underrated. I have not been hearing a whole ton about it in the beauty world. If you haven't picked it up yet, I do strongly suggest it, especially if you are looking for something that is pretty well-rounded. Now on the other end of the spectrum, the most overrated. And I am probably going to catch some flack for this, but I'm just going to deal with it. I'm a big girl. Throw your internet hate at me. But my most overrated brand of eyeshadow is Makeup Forever. This is one of 3 or 4 palettes I have from them. And their formula is very gritty, and I just don't particularly like it. Considering these are supposed to be pressed pigment type shadows, they just don't do it for me. They feel gritty. They feel like, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this in the camera. They swatch pretty nice just touching the fingertip. Once I put it on my eyelids, the color just kind of goes away. The shadows are flaky. They feel gritty to me. And like I said, the color just kind of washes away. They don't pack well. Some of the golds are very nice, and honestly there are some shadows that are pretty good, but for what I paid for this and what I paid for some of the other ones, they are 100% not worth it when you can go out and buy something like a Morphe palette for $25 that gives you a considerable amount more, and the color payoff and the blending is much better. Just to me, they're overpriced and they aren't worth it. The next question is, what is my favorite colored shadow? So I kind of baited myself out just a moment ago when I was talking about Morphe, but that being said, today's eye look is done all with Morphe shadows. I have 4 Morphe palettes, and I'm not sitting here trying to be like Jay Hill, but I think they're really great. They have excellent color payoff. They blend excellent. For $25 per palette, you really can't go wrong. So just to show a few here, I have done a review on these before, and I will link that down below. This is the 35C, so this is the colored mattes. So again, 35C. This one is the 35S. So this has mattes and shimmers. One thing I do wish that Morphe would do is name their stuff instead of doing the numbers. I don't like that about Makeup Forever as well. Like the N4 is the shade. This is 35B. Again, some shimmers and some mattes in there. 2 of these I bought from iMats, and 2 of them a lovely friend of mine, Amanda, who I will link her channel down below. She's amazing. She's given me so many great ideas, and she's been a huge inspiration to my life since I met her when I went to New York. She's so great. Please check her out. Sometimes she gets down on herself, and I swear to God, Amanda, I want to smack you when you do, because you are honestly one of the most interesting people I know. Anyway, she sent me 2 for my birthday because she's basically the sweetest human being on the planet. Yeah, take that, right pants. And this last one is the Neutral Matte, which is the 35N, and I guess I could take this off so I'm not blinding you with the light. So while I have this one up, the next question is, what is my favorite drugstore dupe? I don't know if people are considering this drugstore. It is certainly not high-end because it is not priced as high-end. However, this and the Sonia Kashuk mattes, I could technically throw this out if I have this or vice versa. If you are owning both and you do plan to throw one out, I would strongly suggest maybe the Sonia Kashuk because you're getting a little bit more out of this one anyway. Okay, so we have my favorite singles, and if you've again been with me for a while, you know that I'm not really into the singles. I do have a lot. Most of them have been depotted. If I get a single, it goes into my singles drawer, essentially never to be seen again. So the singles that I have chosen have come from other palettes, and it's just things that I have ordered in a single. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna get these out of here. So the first one is from Makeup Geek, and as you can see, I have used it quite a bit. It is one of the only eyeshadows I have hit pan on. So this is Shimma Shimma. I use it all the time. Brow bone lid, it's very versatile. Strongly, strongly, strongly recommend it. I so strongly recommend it, I had to say it 3 times. I know it says to only pick one single favorite shadow, but I can't. It's just not, it's not who I am. Next one is Bitten from Makeup Geek as well. This is really great for the outer corner and the lid. I really like to use it to deepen out and give myself that maroon flash because my eyes are green-ish when they feel like it, and I really like how it makes my eyes pop. Last shadow that is my favorite, which I almost just broke, is Wedge from MAC. I'm sure none of these choices are surprising you. This is a great crease color and a great blending color. I really like this when I'm doing a really basic neutral tone. Or sorry, not neutral tone, but a neutral look. I will put this in the crease and then shimma on the lid and maybe even throw some bitten in the outer corner, and I have a really nice classy type look. Really works for me. Those are my 3 favorite single shadows. Which I guess they aren't really single shadows because they all live in a Z palette or a MAC palette. So we're moving on to my favorite cream shadows, which this is kind of cheating because I never use cream shadows. I don't like them. They don't sit well on my eyelids and they don't blend very well. If I had to choose a second favorite, if we were not cheating, I would probably choose the Makeup Forever cream shadows. The purple and the green I have downstairs are pretty fantastic. That being said, I don't use them very much, so I can't honestly say that they are a favorite product of mine. I literally use them once every few months, if that. Whereas the MAC Paint Pots in Painterly and Soft Ochre are in my regular everyday repertoire, and they are technically cream shadows. So I'm cheating, but I'm not really cheating. It's your call. Last but not least, we have, actually this is not last, there's one more question which is absolutely impossible for me. The last is my favorite neutral colors. So they come from the Lorac Mega Pro. So this is the first version of Lorac Mega Pro. This is another palette I use all the time. And my 2 favorite colors are Camel, which is in the top here, and I put this in the crease when I want to do a really basic look, and Sand, which is just down here. And again, just goes on the lid. They are colors I use together, and then just throw on some black liner, and that's my look for the day when I'm going to be late. The last question on the tag, and Kaylee, I hate you for even making me try and decide this, so I just refuse, I'm not going to, is my favorite palette ever. It doesn't exist. There is not one palette that I can honestly say is my be-all, end-all, I would die without. I have so many, and I'm not trying to be braggy. I could never make that decision. I can't make that call. I just couldn't do it. So maybe if I had to choose like a favorite brand, no, I can't do it. Anastasia's pretty high up there. I do really like her stuff. She's pretty great. Anyway, guys, I hope you check out Hello Kaylee's channel. And again, Kaylee, I'm so sorry for missing the tag. I'm glad you came and like blasted me on my blog to tell me, because I clearly am off my game. If you are interested in my Etsy shop, I will link it down below. It is really just planner stickers. I will do any custom order that you're looking for. You just let me know what you want and I will do it. And I do have the ability to do metallic stickers if you are interested in that as well. I really appreciate everyone and everything that I've been through in the last year, and a happy new year to everyone. I am excited to get these videos up and really get 2016 going. There's going to be big changes this year for me. I can feel it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for your support through the whole year. Please subscribe and like this video and pop over to Kaylee's channel, which I will link down below. And I tag Amanda. I want you to do this. It's probably going to be full of ColourPop, but I tag Amanda, I tag Cassie at Color Me Cassie. I'm going to tag No Bland Makeup. I'm going to tag Nikki Murphy, which I'm sure she's already done it. And maybe I'm going to tag Wayne Goss. That's who I'm going to tag. Wayne, if you see this, which I'm sure you won't, I want to see you do this. I'm going to tag you in this. You tweeted me goodnight one night, so let's see if we can do this again. Everybody give a thumbs up to get Wayne to do this. Everybody send it to him. I want to see some Eyeshadow Junkie from him.